What's up, guys? My name's Anthony, and we're about to explore what comes next for the Chainlink price after hitting its all-time high of $4.85 on February 16th. Since then, the price has been falling, but the news is not all bad. In this video, we'll identify a new bullish chart pattern to keep your eye on, explain when a new buy signal could occur, give you the potential upside breakout price to look forward to, and more. Before we get started, I want to thank all our new and returning subscribers for being part of the community and remind you to give this video a like if you find value in the content. Also, if you're interested in keeping up to date with the Chainlink project, like you can see recently we made this all-time high video right here, definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel in the lower right portion of your screen to stay informed. All right, let's get into the video. So I want to draw a pattern that I've identified on the charts here, which is called an inverted and ascending scallop. And scallop patterns form when you see curves in price action. So a lot of times we're used to seeing V's and steep tops, but sometimes things kind of curve over. But if you can see, you've got this line coming up and then it curves down. Looks really good, and we're going to explain it, but this is, again, an ascending inverted scallop. So let's just talk a little bit about what that is and why that means something to us. This comes from Thomas Bulkowski, which, as you guys know if you've watched my other videos, he's one of the chart analysts I read about regularly. He's got this great book here. I actually didn't read this full one. I read another one of his, but he's got a full encyclopedia of chart patterns. A lot of times, maybe you've noticed if you've watched my videos, that I tend to talk about chart patterns often as opposed to indicators. And the reason for that is that indicators lag. And when you look at patterns, you can actually try and predict what's going to happen in the future. And to me, that's one of my favorite aspects of chart analysis. And you can see here's an example of the ascending and inverted scallop here. And of course, if you go back here, you can see that's pretty much what we're dealing with right now on the Chainlink chart. And the reason that you saw an umbrella in my thumbnail, in that ridiculous rainstorm thumbnail, it looks like the right half of an umbrella. The end of the pattern on the right usually retraces 54% of the prior move. Avoid 100% retraces. So we're going to talk about how much we've retraced in just a moment, but I also wanted to talk about that. Volume trends downward 70% of the time, which we are seeing right now on the Chainlink chart. You are seeing volume trending downwards after we hit our peak. And the pattern confirms when the price closes above the highest high. So for an upside breakout, we'd need this to get above the highest point. Now, in my analysis, I'm going to be leaving out these two price spikes, and I'm just going to focus on the tops of the daily candles. So we are looking for this thing to break out above $4.55. And if we can successfully do that, I'll show you where the price could break out to. And I'll show you also how to take the measured move for this. So if you take the beginning of the pattern, which is here, and take it to the top. Now, again, I want you to note that I could have taken this all the way up to the top, but I'm being more conservative than that. I'm taking it to the top of the daily candles as opposed to just these spikes. Now, if I take this and pull it right to the top, and place this here, you can see our measured move could shoot as high as, this is jaw-dropping, $6.26. I'm not going to sit here and give you guys false hope and say we're going to $6 within the next week or two, but that could be a possibility if this thing plays out to the fullest. What I would always do is take about half the height, so about half of this, let's say, would be here, which might take us to around $5.44, but I do think that if this breaks out, we will be breaking the $5 price point. I will go on the record and say that. If we confirm above this $4.55 and certainly above this $4.80, then I think $5 is a definite possibility as far as breaking out, with the potential of going to $5.43 or even getting up and around the $6 mark. But when you talk about price breakouts off of measured moves, you can never expect it to go full, because remember, a lot of traders are watching this stuff and they're going to be doing exactly what we're talking about and trading based off of the breakout. And when you're trading off of a breakout, you don't want to wait and try and be greedy and get as much as you can. You just want to take your gains when you're getting them. That's if you're swing trading. I know a lot of you that watch this channel are not looking to swing trade this. If we do get this breakout, I myself will be looking to swing trade this, and I'll look to take gains somewhere about halfway up this arrow. Now, a moment ago, I talked about how the price declines an average of 54% before breaking out, and I just want to show you what that looks like. And 50% would be $3.63, so a little bit lower than that would be around $3.50. So if this price breaks below $3.50, this could be a failed pattern. And remember, I want to say this to you too, if you're new technical analysis, when we look at chart patterns and analyze them, they are never 100% guaranteed to play out. And those of you who watch my channel know that a lot of the time I get these things right, but every once in a while I do not. And that is just fine, because I'm always looking for ideas and I'm always looking for opportunities as a potential swing trader and buying opportunities as a potential long-term holder of Chainlink, which you guys know I am. Of course, I am long-term bullish. You guys know that. But yeah, so $3.50, that would be a price I have my eye on the downside. Couple other things I just want to mention and just kind of speak holistically about this. This white line here, of course, is our overall uptrend, which was formed back on January 3rd, which if you've been watching my videos, you know, but we still have a ways to go. So I do want to just let you know, if you're a new investor and new to cryptocurrency, welcome to the big show. Things are crazy here. Prices get very volatile. But don't worry about it. I'm here to let you know that we are still in an uptrend. We are still in a bull market, as we are well above our 50-day moving average and 200-day moving average. And of course, still well above our trend line. All right. If the price falls, theoretically, patterns aside, we could actually fall, if we fall straight down, to $3.42. and still be in an uptrend, believe it or not. Because remember, when this thing pumped, it pumped really fast. So now we have to come back and retrace a little bit. So I'm not totally surprised to see this. I'm not really surprised to see the whole market fall right now, because January and the beginning of February were just so parabolic that pace wasn't sustainable. So this is actually a healthy pullback, believe it or not. So don't worry about that. And the other thing I want to point out is that the RSI is falling, which is a great thing. In my last video, we were completely overbought and that was not sustainable. And lo and behold, we fell a little. Now we're about around that 54, 55% mark. And I know you guys hate when I tell you could go up or down, because I'm not telling you anything, but this truly is kind of like a neutral point. We have to wait and see where the price goes. There was an article that came out by NASDAQ, which quoted Chainlink as one of the 7 cryptocurrencies to buy, and stated that it would be red hot for the foreseeable future. Pretty cool. And the other thing that just came out 14 hours ago, this one was posted by the Link Marine. We now have 100,000 Chainlink holders, which means there are 100,000 active wallets that contain Chainlink. And I also just want to point out that is an extremely low number in the grand scheme of things. And we are all so early to the party here. And talk about early adopters. Staking hasn't even gone live yet for Chainlink, and we're just so early on this one. And that's why I'm so excited to just hold vast majority of my Chainlink tokens. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you found value in what we talked about here today. And I want to remind you to enjoy the ride. This decline is just a short-term thing, in my opinion. I think there could be some good things coming in the future. Thanks again for watching. Later.